With just over a week till the new season, I've got some game-breaking angles that you need to be using to help you get that final rank before the season ends or to carry on into the new season. And before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe to keep up to date on the weekly videos that we have coming for you. So without me talking anymore, let's dive in and get started. So the first few angles I've got to show for you here are over on Lair, the first of which is on the top floor inside the master office. Now what you can do here is, if you look at the main wall, this is a high traffic area for attackers pushing in, but if you go down into the reception area on the first floor, right over where that default cam is, you can shoot a hole in the ceiling, and when they breach that wall, you'll be able to pick them off before they get into the bomb site. Now the next angle is inside the second floor operational room. Now this is a really high traffic area for attackers pushing at that R6 room bomb site. Now if you go downstairs into weapon maintenance, you can shoot a hole in the ceiling just in front of that light, and you can wait for people breaking down that door and pushing into the room. Now a really good combo is if you actually castle that door, you can still see under the door as they're hitting it, and you can get some early picks. Now this next angle brings us back up onto the second floor out on mezzanine. You can have a 3-floor angle that you can use to look all the way down into the lab bomb site. Now you'll see it here from the other perspective that this is right where the rotate is between the both bomb sites, so you can watch for any defenders trying to make rotates between both the sites, and you can get some easy picks. Now this next angle takes us over onto Night Haven. Now this is a really good angle that you can use using the drone hole inside of Games Room. Now what you need to do is go into storage. You can use a breach charge or an ash charge to open up the floor right in front of that drone hole. And if you go around to the other side, you can look through the drone hole all the way down into that basement site. You can get some of that utility off that main wall or kill the bandit who might be bandit tricking on the wall. Now there are more angles with this spot. If you go back around into storage, you can watch that doorway coming into the other bomb site, and anyone who might be sitting there might have a mirror set up watching that main wall. So there are multiple angles that you can use by using the drone hole. Moving on over onto Bank for these next angles, and this is like an OSA combo angle for that main wall into CEO office. Now what you can do here is, a lot of people put the shield just inside the door where you can get C4'd from or flanked from that square stairs. But if you go back outside and break that flower pot and place the shield exactly where I've pinpointed, you'll be able to get a pixel angle while sitting behind the shield for anyone sitting on that A bomb chassis inside of sight. Now not only does this watch the A-bomb chassis, but you can see all the way through into Trump office. Now this next angle takes us down into the first floor staff room. Normally you'd have these walls reinforced if the bomb site is played here. You can break a small hole in the top of it, and by jumping up on the table behind the bomb chassis, you can see anyone making their play in from the top square coming down the staircase into bottom square. Now this can work both ways. You can use this on attack as well. If all those walls are reinforced, you can shoot holes in the top and watch anyone sitting behind the bomb chassis, try and get some picks on them. And you can also break holes on the right side of the wall and see all the way into open area. Now over onto Consulate for this next angle inside the console office. In the small side room, if you break a hole right next to that hatch, you'll be able to shoot a hole in the wall down below in piano room and see anyone pushing up that yellow stairs. Now, of course, I'm just showing you here for an example, so I made the hole a little bit bigger. Maybe if you're using a cage shotgun, you could just make one singular hole in the floor and they might not notice it as they're pushing up yellow stairs. This is just showing it from the other perspective of where the bullets are hitting right on that door frame coming towards yellow staircase. Moving on to the next angle, this takes us over onto Clubhouse, and this is a shield combo that you can use, of course, with any operator has a shield. I'm showing an example here with Frost inside construction. This is an angle to watch that server door, especially if the bomb site is inside in gym. Now what you can do is by placing the shield exactly where I've pinpointed, you'll be able to lay prone and watch through the little gap in the beam all the way through into the server door. Now this is a pixel angle, so it's going to be very difficult for the attackers to get a pick off you. You'll be able to see it from the other perspective here that it is almost impossible for the attacker to get shots on you because it's such a narrow angle, so it's a really good power position for the defender. And moving over onto Villa for this next angle. Now it's one of my favorite angles to use inside the Deer Trophy bomb site right next to the blue crate on the floor. If you break a hole right underneath it, you'll get a small pixel angle onto that Astro stairs down below. Anyone coming in mudroom window trying to make that rush up Astro will not be expecting it, and it is really difficult for the attackers to see. As you can see, I'll show from the other perspective how difficult it is to see this angle, and you can get some easy picks. Moving on to the next angle, this one takes us over onto Theme Park, and this is a very well known one, but it's such a strong angle to use. Upstairs on the second floor cache, just inside the bathroom, if you break a hole right in front of that drone hole and then lay prone in front of it, you'll be able to see down into Gong down below. Now a lot of attackers will be pushing into Gong to try and get towards that throne bomb site, and they will not be expecting you up here, and you can get some easy picks. Now you can watch coming in from the Gong side and the doorway heading out into the hallway, so you have multiple angles to work with from here. This next one takes us over onto Chalet, and this is an angle located in the top floor just outside in the library hallway. Now this can work for both the attack and defense. It's a really straightforward angle, but it's such a strong one. If you just stand in the hallway just off of box door, you can see over the top of the bookshelf onto anyone rappelling on the window in K9. Now this works, as I said, the other way around too. If you're rappelling up, you'll be able to watch over the top of that bookcase for anyone sitting on that box door or coming up library staircase. Now this is a really straightforward angle, but I see so many people making the mistake of just playing off the bomb chassis to the right hand side on that service door over here on Coastline. As you can see on screen, I'm holding the right hand side of the bomb chassis, which of course is the most common pre-fire for anyone peeking that service door. So what you should do is use the pixel angle on the other side of the bomb chassis. You can see here that I'm standing outside the door. Of course you're going to be pre-firing right next to that bomb chassis. So if you go to the left side of the chassis and look right through the gap between the shelving unit and the bomb chassis, you can see anyone peeking the door, and then you can swing out to the right and also get shots off on the attackers. So that is it for the video, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to drop down into the comment section and let us know what other videos you'd like to see on the channel. And like I said at the start, make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when we upload our next video. And of course, if you haven't got your hands on the Elevate Maverick bundle, it is available in the R6 shop. So until next time, I'll talk to you in the next one.